How to get followers on Insta organically and without buying them. Are you trying to grow a business on Instagram? Maybe just growing your personal brand and influence on there. Maybe you're just on Instagram for fun, but you're probably also on there to gain a following, regardless of your end game. In this video, I'm going to share 5 simple tips that I have that you can implement right now to gain followers on Instagram organically and without buying them. Make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to share one thing that not everyone thinks of that will get you more followers pretty quickly. And I also have a freebie to share for you. So while I'm cueing the intro, feel free to drop your Instagram handle here so that your YouTube peers can see it. We'll go check out your profile and see if maybe we want to follow you over on Instagram. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is Christy Nash, and I am an attorney turned entrepreneur. Today, I no longer practice law, but I do run 2 non-law related businesses from home. And I love what I do because thanks to social media and technology, I get to help people like you build businesses on the side because you deserve something for you. So how can you gain followers on Insta organically and without buying them? And you can see if you've ever followed a big influencer or someone that has had thousands of followers and then all of a sudden they're back down to maybe a couple hundred, it's probably because they paid for their followers. You want to grow organically and you want to grow with your market, within your niche, and with people who are going to relate to you. You want not just organic followers, but you want followers who are listening to what you have to say and reading your content and find value in it, right? So my first tip is to clean up your profile. I encourage you to go through and look at some of the people that you follow on Instagram and the ones that maybe have a large influence and a large following, and check out their profile. Look at what they're doing and see how clear it is, how concise. Maybe they've got some emojis to attract attention. And the profile probably tells you right off the bat whether that's someone that you wanted to follow or not, whether that's someone you want to be friends with. And that's what you want your profile to say. When people come to your page, your profile is the first impression. It's like walking into a restaurant, introducing yourself and shaking your hand and giving your first impression. People are going to decide like that whether they want to follow you or not. So your profile is key and very important. And here's a tip as well. Leverage your name for SEO purposes. So if you don't know what SEO is, it's search engine optimization. And that's how the internet works. So Google works, Instagram, YouTube, everyone. When you search, when you type in someone's name or type in a subject that you want to search, your results are populated based on SEO. So leverage your name for SEO purposes. What does that mean? When people search on Instagram, are they likely going to be searching for Christy Nash? If they don't know me, probably not. But maybe they're going to search for a small business owner or an online business owner or an online business coach or a small business coach. So in my name on my Instagram profile, it says, in my name spot on my Instagram profile, it says online business owner and coach. Because I want people who are looking for someone with that type of content to find me if they're just doing a general search. So that's a tip for you. You can leverage the name portion of your Instagram profile so that people can find you when they're just doing a random search. Maybe you own a fitness business. Put in there, fitness business owner or fitness guru or fitness expert, whatever it is. Number 2, use hashtags and use them to your advantage. So hashtags are very important and reliable on Instagram versus maybe some other social media platforms that you have used, such as Facebook. Hashtags are very valuable in the Instagram world. So use them. Use them in your posts. Now, some people have a preference whether to use them all at the bottom of the post. Some people integrate it within their text of their actual content. Some people put it in the first comment of their post. Those are kind of preference options. I tend to put all of my hashtags at the bottom of the content, and I like to separate it out to put spaces in between my actual paragraphs and the hashtags so it doesn't look as busy. In Instagram, you can include up to 30 hashtags in your posts. So I'm going to share my Instagram with you to show you how to choose your hashtags. Okay, so this is my Instagram, and as you can see, here is my name section. It says online business owner and coach. So that is how people identify me and can search for me. Also, you'll notice here that because my Instagram handle does not have my name in it, I do want my name somewhere in my profile. So I have put my name, that's actually in the bio section of my profile. If your Instagram ID is your name, there's no reason to be redundant and take up that very valuable character space with your name. So add some more descriptive characters about you in your bio and take advantage. So how do I find the hashtags and which one should I be using? Most of the experts say you should utilize maybe 1 to 2 of the very large hashtags. And then for the rest of your character count, your 30 hashtag limit, you should be using some that are niched down. So for example, if I am I'm posting something about Target, I'm going to type in Target. You can see here that Target, hashtag Target, has over 6 million posts. That is a giant hashtag. And anything that I post will most likely be lost in this feed, in this sea of hashtag Target posts. So it's really not a good use of my hashtag footage to use this hashtag. You can see down here that Instagram actually recommends for you some other hashtags that are related. So maybe Target Run. Look how much smaller that is, 215,000. So that's one that I might use. So you can see how easy it is just to search for relevant hashtags. Let's try Target Finds. That one has a little bit more. What about, I'm going to go back to search and put Target Mom and see what that does. So Target Mom has about 215,000 posts. And then you can see Target Moms with the plural is only about 51,000. So in my 30 hashtag limit, I usually use 1 to 2 of the giant hashtags, over 500,000 up to 6-7 million. And then I like to pare it down. I do usually try to stick with around maybe 25,000 or higher. These here that have 1,000 plus, 500 plus, that audience might be too small for the attention that I want. So you can gauge based on your topic, based on your hashtags, based on your audience, what different hashtags you could be using on your posts. So just make sure you are taking advantage of all that hashtag space, all that hashtag real estate, because that's what's going to draw people to you and to your content. People that don't know you yet, that's what's going to draw them to your content. Number 3, be creative with your captions. Create captions that are going to keep people interested and attract people to scroll up or keep scrolling through your profile. Especially think about if someone comes to you from a hashtag Target Moms and they've never seen your feed before, they've never seen your profile, they don't know who you are. They are going to decide by looking at your profile description, but also by reading your content, whether you're someone they want to be friends with or not. So one thing that I've learned is I do like to, maybe not all the time, but the majority of the time, start a caption with a question. When someone asks you a question, it usually elicits a response or some type of reaction for them to keep scrolling to see what your content is all about. And I also like to end with a question for the same reason. But the key in creating attractive content or creative content is really just to be you. One thing that I like to do that helps me with my verbiage is instead of typing it out on my keyboard or on my phone, I like to do the voice to memo. in the notes section of my phone. And that for me makes my writing, no, I'm not writing, it makes my writing more conversational and a little less formal. So that's a tip. Use the voice to memo option, and make sure you go back and edit it though, because your phone does like to insert words that are not appropriate and misspell things. Number 4, be you, the authentic you, and be social. It's called social media for a reason, okay? Be social. So how do you do that? So you do that by giving and taking, right? Just like if you were in a conversation in person, you're not just going to keep rambling on and on and on, hopefully, and not letting the other people speak, or vice versa. You're not always just going to expect the other people to keep feeding you information and you give no input. It's a give and take on social media as well. So for every time I put content out, I spend a little bit of time responding to other people's content, asking questions about other people's content, exploring different hashtags and different influencers, and engaging with the community of people that are like me. And how do I find the people that are like me? My hashtags, hashtag searches for content that I would follow. If I would follow it, then people like me probably would follow it, right? But also people that have engaged in your post. Maybe they've liked your post or commented or responded to one of your stories. Engage in a conversation with them. Be social. Get to know them. Not only is this going to help you build a relationship with someone else so they can determine whether or not they want to follow you, but also in the Instagram algorithm, the more you are putting out content and the more you are conversing and engaging with the community, the higher your rankings and value is placed in the Instagram algorithm. So if you're just only putting out content on your page and you're not responding to people, people are commenting, asking questions, you're not responding, you're not private messaging people, you're not doing stories, anything like that, your rankings start to get lower and lower and lower. So your engagement, your community, your socializing helps you to gain followers organically on Instagram. And when I say be the authentic you, we've heard this a lot. You've heard it from me. You hear it from a lot of people. It's people can smell from a mile away if you are not authentic, if you're not being real, if you are being fake, and if you're not being you. So use your own language, use your own slang, use your own silly jokes, be your own personality, and you will attract and draw other people that are like you into your Instagram world. Number 5 is one that not many people are doing, or they're not doing it in the best way. Number 5 is collaborate. What do I mean by that? Find a friend that has a business that pairs well with your business. Maybe it's a skincare business and a jewelry business, or a fitness and wellness business and then a motivational speaker business. Maybe you don't know them yet. Maybe you have to find them on Instagram through hashtags or through some engagement and being social on Instagram. But find someone to collaborate with, and you can collaborate in a number of ways. Some examples are introducing each other in your stories. I record a video about myself, introducing myself. My friend records a video, introduces herself, and we send it to each other, and we post in each other's stories, tagging that person so that their followers can find me from my introduction and hopefully start to follow me, and vice versa. Maybe you do a giveaway with that person and you post about it in your feeds, and you also do it in your stories. And a giveaway does not have to be worth hundreds of dollars, guys. People love giveaways no matter what. It could be an inexpensive Starbucks gift card, Amazon gift card, Target gift card. It could be free product samplings of whatever it is that you have to offer. It could be a 30-minute conversation about fitness and wellness if that's something you have to offer. It doesn't have to always cost money. It just has to provide some value to your audience. So find ways to collaborate. Take advantage of other people's audience and market. Make sure that when you do find a partner to collaborate with, it's someone that when you look at their following list, you think those followers would enjoy your content and get some value out of what you have to share. So if I'm not a cat person, for example, I'm not going to go to a cat person's profile and ask them to collaborate with me, because guess what? Those people are going to come over to my page and be like, no, not going to follow. In fact, maybe I'll block her because she's a dog person, doesn't like cats, and not that I don't like cats, but dog person. And, you know, we're just not going to match. So make sure that it is a good alignment, a good pairing, and it's natural. If you're a mom, pair with another mom. If you know, love wine pairings, things of that nature. So anyways, be smart about how you collaborate. And I know we all have those days where sometimes we are just struggling with what content do we put out there on Instagram or on any social media platform. So for all of those days, I have created a freebie for you. I have over 60 plus content ideas for you, and they're all categorized by the educate, empower, and entertain. So that it kind of takes some of the stress out of creating content on a consistent basis. So check that out in the show notes, download the free PDF, and I'd love to hear how it helps you out. I hope I provided some value for you in this video. If I did, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well. I always appreciate the feedback, and I also appreciate when you share my channel and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me help you with future videos. In Instagram, you can